I'm going to tie a disco midge, and this is a really simple midge pattern. I'm starting off with a size 16 scud hook in the vise, and because of the size of the materials you use in this, you can really tie it down to 22s, 24s, as small as you'd like. The thread that I'm going to use is a 70 red, and this is going to act as my underbody, and I'll wrap pearl tinsel around it. So if you want to change out the color of this pattern, all you need to do is swap out threads, and you've got a whole nother look to it. I'll get my thread started and trim the excess. You can also add a rib to it if you like. I'm going to keep it simple. The only extra feature I'll wrap in is I like to put just a small tag, and so I'll wrap my thread beyond where I want my body material to go and then bring it up. That way when I start my material I'll have a red tag at the bend of the hook. Then I'll take my pearl tinsel and make side-by-side wraps, and if I miss a bit of the tinsel I'm not too worried. Up through the body with the hook shank, I'll put in a couple of whip finishes just to make sure that my thread doesn't jump off while I'm wrapping. Now I'll take my tinsel and wrap up the body. I'll keep my wraps pretty much side by side. I may overlap just a bit. And you can see through this tinsel how that red comes through. So again, if you want to go with a different color, a black, green, something like that, all you need to do is swap out that thread. So when I get to my thread, I'll tie it off and trim it. The thorax, I'm going to use a peacock herl, and you can also use an ice dub, something like that. When I select my peacock herl, I'm going to go right below the eye, especially for these smaller patterns, because I think it's compressed but yet has a really good color to it. I'm going to adjust my hook slightly in the vise and then wrap my herl through. May take it back on itself just to reinforce it a bit, and then tie it off and trim it. And build out a bit of a thread head. Take my whip finishes and trim. And now to finish this, all I'll do is put a drop of head cement on the threads, both in the front and the back. Again, a very simple pattern, one that you can tie in a variety of colors by just swapping out the thread and tie as small as you'd like. And that is a disco midge.